Hello, everybody. My name is Ritika. I hope you guys are having good morning. Today I will be presenting my multiculturalism presentation about Europe. So, in this presentation, I will talk about where Europe is located and some general information about the continent. I will also introduce three different cultural celebrations from Europe. These celebrations are Oktoberfest from Germany, La Tomatina from Spain, Bastille Day from France. And then I will also explain how these celebrations can be incorporated into an early learning environment. In addition, I will also talk about a traditional European food dish. Which is German soft pretzels, and then finally I will present an activity plan called Pretzel Play-Doh Bakery that children can participate in during classroom learning. So, so where is Europe? So, Europe is a continent located in the northern hemisphere. It is a part of larger landmass called Eurasia, which it shares with the Asia, and Europe is surrounded by several large bodies of water: the Atlantic Ocean to the west, the Arctic Ocean to the north, and the Mediterranean Sea to the south. Europe is made up of many different countries, culture, and tradition, which make it very diverse continent. So, size, population, and languages. Europe covers about 10.18 million square kilometer, making it the second smallest continent in the world. Even though it is smaller than the other continents, Europe has a population of about 740 million people living in more than 40 countries. So, because there are many countries, many languages are spoken. Some common languages include English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, and Russian. These diversity in languages and culture make Europe rich in tradition and celebrations. So, the first celebration I will talk about is Oktoberfest, which comes from Germany. Oktoberfest is one of the most famous festival in the world. It first began in 1810 in Munich, in Germany. The festival originally celebrated the marriage of Crown Prince Ludwig and Princess Therese. And the people of Munich were invited to celebrate the royal wedding, and the celebration was so popular that it became a yearly tradition. Today, Oktoberfest is celebrated in Munich and attract millions of visitors from around the world. So, how Oktoberfest is celebrated? Oktoberfest is very likely an exciting festival for people nowadays. People often wear traditional German clothing, as you can see in the picture. Men wear leather hosen and women wear dresses called dirndls, as you can see in these pictures. And during the festival, people enjoy traditional foods such as pretzels, sausages, and roasted chicken. Uh, there is also a German music, dancing, and large festival tents where people gather with family and friends. The festival usually lasts about 2 weeks, yes, 2 weeks, and celebrates German culture and community. So, um, In an early childhood classroom, educators can introduce this celebration in fun and simple ways. For example, teacher can show children where Germany is located on a world map. Children can listen to traditional German music and move or dance to the music. Another activity is pretzel craft or Play-Doh pretzel activity, where children create pretzel shapes. Educators can also show pictures of traditional clothing like lederhosen and dirndls. A pretend Oktoberfest market can also be created in the dramatic play area, so children can explore the celebration through role play. So the next one is La Tomatina, which is um, celebrated in Spain. So the second celebration, that's La Tomatina, is a unique festival where participants throw tomatoes at each other for fun. And the festival began in 1945 in the small town of Punel, Spain, when people started throwing tomatoes during a festival parade for fun. And over time, this playful activity became a traditional and is now celebrated every year. That even today, thousands of people from around the world travel to Spain to participate in this specific festival. Yeah. So, um, how La Tomatina is celebrated. So during La Tomatina, trucks bring thousands of tomatoes in the town squares, as you can also see in the picture here. So a participant like throw tomatoes at each other in a friendly food fight, and the street become overcrowded with the tomatoes, and the celebration includes music, dancing, and community gatherings. Even though the festival is messy and fun, it is organized and has rules to make sure everyone stays safe. So, in an early childhood classroom, we would not throw real food, right? That's not right. And instead, teacher can adapt the celebration into safe and creative activities, where educator can show children where Spain is located on the map and explain the festival in simple language. And children can participate in red paint or sponge activities to represent tomatoes, and they can also create tomato themed art project using paper and paint. And teacher can introduce simple Spanish word such as hola, which means hello, gracias, which means thank you. Yeah, so that's it. So the third one is Bastille Day, which is celebrated in France. So Bastille Day is the national holiday of France, which is celebrated on July 14, and the celebration remembered the storming of Bastille prison in 1789 during the French Revolution. This event symbolizes the people's fight for freedom and equality and become an important moment in French history. So, Bastille Day is celebrated across France. One of the main tradition is a large military parade in Paris, as you can see in the picture how this parade is happening. And there are also fireworks, music, festivals, and community celebration. People wave the French flag, which has the colors blue, white, and red, and the celebration represent freedom, unity, and national pride. So, um, In an early childhood classroom, Bastille Day can be introduced through creative activities. Children can make French flag crafts using blue, white, and red paper. Teacher can play French music and encourage children to dance. Children can learn simple French words like bonjour, which means hello, and merci, which means thank you. Teachers can also organize a small classroom parade to represent the Bastille Day celebrations. So, um, the food dish from Europe. The food dish which I selected from Europe is German soft pretzels. Pretzels are a popular snack in Germany and often eaten during October's celebrations. So today, pretzels um, are enjoyed in many different countries. They are known for their twisted shape, soft texture, and salty toppings. So, the recipe of German soft pretzels. So, the ingredients needed to make German soft pretzels include flour, yeast, warm water, sugar, salt, butter, baking soda, and coarse salt. So, I also have gave the proper measurement if you guys wanted to make at home. For example, 4 cups flour, 1 packet yeast, 1.5 cups warm water, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoon butter melted, half cup baking soda, coarse salt for topping. That will be really helpful if you want to make it at home with these measurements. So let's start the steps. So what we're gonna do first, mix the warm water, sugar, and yeast in a bowl and let it sit for 5 minutes. And then flour, salt, and melted butter are added to make a soft dough. And then flour, salt, um, and melted butter is going to add, which is going to make a better soft dough. um, and then cover the dough and let it rise for about 1 hour, and then divide the dough, roll it into long ropes, and then shape it into pretzel. Thereafter, dip each pretzel in boiling water mixed with baking soda for about 20 seconds, and then place on a baking tray, sprinkle salt, and then bake at 20 degrees Celsius for 20 to 15 minutes until it's golden brown. So, yeah, that's the steps. Then, now I will explain the activity plan I created based on the German celebration of October 1st. The activity is called Pretzel Play Doh Bakery. These activities allow children to explore culture through sensory play, creativity, and dramatic play. So, connection to the children interest. This activity connects to children's strength, need, and interest. This Many children enjoy sensory activities such as play-doh and pretend cooking. They also enjoy role playing in the dramatic play area, and this activity builds on this interest while introducing children to a cultural celebration from Germany. And it also supports fine motor skills, creativity, and social interactions. So then the material needed for this activity include brown play-doh, rolling pills, play-doh mats, pretzel picture example, toy baking trays or plates, pretend bakery signs, and optional aprons or chef hats. So then we can also use wipes or paper towels will also be used for cleaning hands after the activity. So, the procedure. To begin the activity, the educator will gather a small group of children and show pictures of Oktoberfest and pretzel. The educator will demonstrate how to roll Play Doh into a long rope, twist the rope into a pretzel shape, and then place it on a tray like in a bakery. And then children will then create their own pretzels and pretend they are bakers and making food for customers. That's going to be a fun activity for them, trust me. And then um, open-ended question. The educator may ask open-ended questions such as what shape does your pretzel look like? How do bakers make food for people? What other food could we sell in our bakery? How does the Play-Doh feel in your hands? And then now this activity connects to the BC Early Learning Framework. It supports communication and literacy. Yeah, I can show you here. Yeah. Um, literacies because the children talk about their ideas and creations. It also supports identities, social responsibility, and diversity because children learn about German culture and tradition. So, yeah, these are the references for my whole presentation from where I grab my information about the all different celebrations and other stuff. So, to conclude, Europe is a diverse continent with many cultures and traditions. Festivals such as Oktoberfest, La Tomatina, and Bastille Day show how people celebrate their history, culture, and community. In early childhood education, learning about different cultures helps children develop curiosity, respect, and understanding of the world around them. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to my presentations. And thank you. If you guys have any question, please write it down in the comment section. I will happy to write down my reply on that. Thank you so much.